welcome back to my Project 13. On my way home today from work, I was going to car vlog, but it was really busy out on the roads today, a lot of road construction, and so for my safety, I decided not to. So I was a little frustrated with that. Got home, changed to something comfortable. I'm here in my man cave, where I really like hanging out and doing videos. But I wanted to share a video rant, some frustration on the newly announced Google Pixel devices made by HTC. You got the Google Pixel and the Google Pixel XL. And it was just up until recently that I started thinking about maybe I will bring one in. And then today they announced the devices and they announced the prices. And then the aesthetic look of it threw me off. You know, they're not that bad looking on the device, but all it made me think of was iPhone. iPhone. It's what the iPhone 7 probably should have looked more like. With the headphones. A lot of bezels. Up top, bottom, on the sides. A lot of bezels. Ranging between $650 to $850, depending where you live if you're paying taxes. Depending if you're buying the 5-inch device or the 5.5-inch Pixel XL. Depending if you're buying a 32 gig variant all the way up to 128. But that's basically the range of price, $650 to $850 and a little bit above that. If you know the exacts, leave all that. Remember, we're a team, so anything that I don't know, you can leave it down below. Anything I get wrong, you can leave that down below. Okay? Going off the top of my head. Now, one's smaller than the other. 5 inches to 5.5 inches. The two differences between these two devices that I know of right now is battery. One being 2770 on the smaller one, 3450 on the bigger one, 1080p display on the smaller one, and a 2K 1440 by 2560 on the bigger one. Similarities: fast charge, USB Type-C, 12 megapixel notification, 12 megapixel cameras on the back, 8 megapixel cameras on the front. They both have the same design, and I know there's other similarities there, but the speakers are going to be at the bottom of the chin of the device. Again, no front-facing speakers, which would have been so much better. You have enough bezel going on there, man. You could have you could have put two huge speakers on these devices. One huge one on the top and one huge one on the bottom. Man, wouldn't that be cool to have a big old grill, a speaker grill on the bottom and on the top? I know, man. I'm just frustrated, man. It's my rant. Are you upset? Are you frustrated? Do you feel like ranting? Or are you happy with this announcement? Are you liking the prices? Do you think it's fair? Feedback for the channel. Are you okay with it? Am I wrong? Do they not look like an iPhone? Do you like the look? Man, to me, the LG 5X and the Huawei Nexus 6P now even look better. I mean, the 6P was always sexy. The 5X had a nice look. It wasn't an all-metal device, but it had a nice look. But they really look good now compared to these two devices. And I just made a video talking about, I was car vlogging the Nexus 6 and the 6P, how positive these devices are still today. And they're going to be talked about way down the road, years to come. Awesome devices. Phenomenal devices. So I checked out a couple videos today during lunch, and I was reading feedback on these other videos. And most of the feedback that I was reading, a lot of these folks were saying there's just no way. First of all, it looks like an iPhone. A lot of them were saying that. Second of all, a lot of them were saying, you know what, forget that. The price is way too high. I'm going to get me a 6P. I'm going to get me a Nexus 6. I'm going to get me a ZTE Axons. Yeah, man, that's the feedback that I'm seeing on these other videos. And even on the video I made yesterday, talking about the Nexus 6 and the 6P, I'm getting some feedback on that, saying the same thing. Is this really a win for Google? Personally, I don't think so. I could be wrong in the end. And I'm hoping I'm right, so these prices will drop on these devices. But it was towards the end that I started becoming more intrigued, and I started thinking about picking up the XL. And now with that price point, I just don't know, man. what are you guys going to do? Like I said, some of you may be okay with this. Some of you may think that I'm blowing it out of proportion here. I don't know, man. But honestly, man, I've been doing this now for a couple years. I've had a lot of devices in hand. I've had some sexy devices, and I've had some bland devices, very bland devices in hand, but yet do a lot. These devices don't excite me right now. Not just the pictures, but in the videos in hand, these devices that I've watched. It just doesn't look interesting to me. And again, they have that iPhone look with a lot of bezel. They're overpriced. They have some good specs, but it's nothing. Oh, 4 gigs of RAM too in these devices. Okay, they both have that same 4 gig of RAM that I wanted to mention earlier that I forgot. I spaced off. But yeah, I mean, pure stock Android. Does it really warrant? Do these devices spec-wise, aesthetically, hardware, software, does it warrant the price? I don't think so. Okay, before I get all mumble-jumbled up and really frustrated and I really start to rant, no, it does not warrant the price. What do you think? What do you think? And what do you think? Okay, that's just me ranting from the top of my head, letting you all know where I'm at with all of this. Doesn't mean I won't change a little bit of what I think later, but for right now, that's where I'm at. I've learned doing this that you can say one thing 1 minute and then change it the next. I've done that. I've done that a few times. All I'm telling you right now with this announcement, these two devices, that these price points for what you're getting, that's exclusive to Verizon, by the way, it's not justified. I think they're way overpriced. Way overpriced. I don't think we should be paying any more than $650 for the XL. Maybe $7 for the 128 gig variant. Maybe $700. Maybe. But oh my gosh, means I don't even like saying that, man. That's like stretching it for me. It's like, yeah. I'd buy a 32 gig variant anyway. I'm fine with that. I can work with that. I can work with that on my Huawei Nexus 6P. All I know right now, my 6P is just beautiful when I'm looking at those devices. My Nexus 6 is beautiful. My ZTE XL7 is beautiful. My Sony Xperia XA Ultra is beautiful. Yeah. I don't know. Here's my rant. Let me know what you think. Leave it down below. Thanks for watching. Peace till my next video. I'm out.